open my water bottle. There we go, I've done it. Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing my own nails using the items that I received in this Melodysusie nail accessory monthly gift box. So the items in the box I think will vary. It does say on the website the product images are for reference only. Actual items may differ from the images, but I think it's like it's basically almost like a subscription box thing. So you can buy a 1 month box, you can buy 3 months worth, 6 months worth, or you can buy a whole 12 months worth of boxes. Obviously you won't get them all at once. Like if you buy 12, you'll get one once a month for 12 months. But it's quite fun. I think these kind of boxes do quite well. You know, you never quite know what you're going to get inside. Oh, I gotta move my chair. So inside my box, I got some lint-free wipes. I got some nail tips. These are really long nail tips. I can't quite work out. I think they're like coffin, but they look more square. But the C-curve on them, they've got a nice C-curve on them. And it makes, I don't know if it's, I don't know. I tell you what, I think it's because I cut mine quite short because I can't wear long nails. And it made mine look more square, obviously, because I cut them quite short. But you'll see them in a bit. So that's the nail tips. These are these are some sanding bands. They're 150 grit, and you also get like a mandrel bit in there as well to put the sanding bands on, which is very helpful. There's an e-file bit inside here. I'm not quite sure what this bit is. I want to say it's a cone bit, but I don't really know because I'm not e-file trained, so I don't know a lot about e-file bits. I only know about the e-file drill, but the bits that I want to use. Right, this one is pretty colour. It's ridiculously pretty colour. I was trying to zoom in for you, but that is the e-file bit in my box. I'm just going to take a swig of water. There we go. I'm going to pop that back in the box. I put it in the box all wrong, so I had to take it out and do it again. So I've skipped forward. And then I got some tools, which I was really surprised with. So let me get them out of this bag. So firstly, you get these little tip cutters. These are great. I love these so much. These ones are actually really nice. See? So you put your tip in there and it snips it off. It's like a guillotine. Just don't put your fingers in. Oh, you couldn't, unless you had like, could you imagine if you had like nail-shaped fingers? That would be weird. Anyway, it's just nuts. Right, then I got 3 nail tools. So this is a cuticle pusher with, it's got 2 different ends. So I was like having a little play here. The end of this one was really sharp. Not really sharp, but it was nice and sharp. And you can see, look, it's removing my dead cuticle, which, you know, sometimes you get these kind of, and this side was quite sharp as well. And I was like, well, I wasn't expecting that. I bought these kind of rainbow bits in the past. I mean, look how it's getting the rubbish off my nail. And they've not been sharp at all, and they've been really rubbish. But these I was really pleased with. And, oops, the nippers fell out, the clippers fell out. So I thought I'd show you these first. Now, I'm not a massive fan of this style of clipper. Since I've used Katie Barnes's cuticle nippers, I'm in love with those. So these ones I'm not too keen on, but in general it's not because they're Melodysusie's ones. These chunkier nippers I'm just not very good with, so I tend to like the kind of more delicate ones. But I mean, they're not bad. I'm not there's absolutely nothing wrong with them at all. They're just not my preference. And then this is like a gel polish remover one with a little scrapey side again, which was quite sharp, so that would be really good at getting the rubbish off your nails. The rubbish, the dead skin and stuff, the dead cuticle. So I was really pleased. There's about 12 different sizes of tips in these tip bags, which was really good. I spent a little bit of time picking out the tips that would fit my nails. I struggle a little bit with these full cover tips because I have wide nails, and some of my nails fan out, which makes them really wide. And I don't know, like in a minute when we get further on into the video, you'll see what my thumb looks absolutely massive, and it is. Like, it is quite, we do have, I don't know what it is. We're kind of prone to big thumbnails in my family. But anyway, before we obviously have to, before we apply the tips, we're going to prep the nails. So I'm just going to remove, this is a different day, by the way. So I opened that box and recorded, and I got the box before half term, and I done these nails yesterday. I've already taken them off. I don't know what it is. I just can't wear nails anymore, but I love doing nails. So anyway, look, I'm removing all the dead skin and just prepping my nails ready for the tips to go on. As I said before, I was really pleased with this cuticle pusher. It was really a nice one. And then what I decided to do was to file my thumb down a little bit, because my thumb now is getting quite long. This is quite long for me. I had a relatively long middle finger and ring fingernail, which I did just sort of file a little bit, but not too much. And then I took the, this is my Melodysusie e-file. I love this e-file so much. I'll try and link that below as well. But I put the mandrel with the sanding band onto the e-file, and it's only spinning at 3 RPM, so it's down very low. And I'm just removing again any of that dead skin that might be left around my cuticle area, and then I'm literally just removing the shine from the nails. It looks like I'm going quite quick, but it's only because it's sped up. I was quite careful because I have a habit of over filing, so I'm trying to get used to not doing that kind of thing anymore. So I was trying to be ever so careful. But yeah, you want to remove all that shine. So yeah, I ended up doing all the other nails, and then I decided to open my lint-free wipes, because we're going to need some lint-free wipes. I just grabbed a few out, and I'm going to use some, I don't know if I say it almost in every video now. I don't know if it's isopropyl alcohol or if it is gel cleanse in here, but you're going to want something along that line to dehydrate your nail. I think this might be gel cleanser, but it's basically like isopropyl alcohol, and it will dehydrate the nail. You might have a nail dehydrator and I don't have a primer, so I'm just going to go straight in with this is Madame Glam's peel off base coat. By the way, I do have a 12% off discount for Melodysusie, which I will have put on the screen somewhere. I think it's NatMug 12K, but yeah, you can use that on Melodysusie's website. I'll try and link the nail accessory box, and I will link the e-file as well. Oh, and I'm gonna link the lamp that I use as well, because that is really handy when you're doing these kind of tips. So when I do my own nails, this is the lamp. I think it's called a 2-in-1 Melodysusie lamp. If I actually turned it on, I was like, why is it not working? But the button's on the base, turn it on there. And then this little button on top of the actual head bit, you can't really see, but it changes it from a UV light to an LED light. So we're going to you can use the LED light just to lighten up your nail desk, and then you use the UV light to obviously cure your tips, or your gel, sorry. I should have done this before I added my base coat, but I'm just buffing the inside of each of the nail tips. It just helps with extra adhesion. Then you're going to need some kind of builder in a bottle, something like that. I think I'm using my Nailchemy clear builder gel, but I'm just going to put a little bit of that on the inside of my nail tip. The trick here is not to add too much, because if you add too much, it's going to spread out everywhere. But you just place it, like I've put it now to UV. You press it down from the cuticle up towards the free edge, and when the gel gets to the very end of the nail, then I place it under the UV lamp. And it's not a hot burning sensation, but when the gel starts to cure, I do feel it goes a little bit warm. So at that point, I know that I can take my hand away from, or take my other hand off the nail, and then I put the my hand in my normal light to give it a full cure. And can you see it? I think is that a square tip? I can't even see because I've gone too quick. But I'm going to do the same. I was just removing the dust from that tip that I'd sanded them. I was just making sure this is the right one because it felt quite big. But it's definitely the right one. So again, I'm going to place the gel inside the tip. Change my light to UV. I felt like I put this one on slightly wonky. But I don't know, it wasn't too bad. It just, when it came out, I thought, is that wonky? Is it wonky? But it wasn't too bad. I don't think it was very noticeable if it was. So then I'm just going to do the same thing across all the other nails, obviously, because otherwise it would look silly if we just had like a couple done. So again, push down from the cuticle area, and then as the gel leaks up towards the top, then you can shove it in the lamp, if you know what I mean. So that's them all done. So they are way too long, so I'm going to use the clipper things to remove a lot of the length. I did make them even shorter than this afterwards. Initially I was gonna make them almond shape, but that went wrong. And I just thought, oh, do you know what? Just because I'm gonna take them off in a minute, I thought I'd just make them square. So I did file them a bit, and then I was like, no, can't be doing this. And then this was it, and I was like, no, they look silly. They were too long, I think, for almonds for me. So I just snipped off the curved bit, and then I buffed over the top and made them square. They just look massive for some reason. I don't know if it's because I've not worn nails for a long time, or if it's, I don't know what it is. The full cover tips, they're great. They are so convenient, but I don't know what it is. I think it's just my fingernails. I don't like my hands. I decided to use the King's Speech. It's the gorgeous peachy colour from Madam Glam. You can save 30% off Madam Glam using my code NATMUG30. And I made an absolute hash of this. I literally went in all guns blazing, and I was like, Nats, what are you doing? Be more careful. So, and also I really struggle to film me painting my nails because my camera is literally in one place, and sometimes I move my hand so close to my face so that I can actually see what I'm doing that I go out of shot. So I ended up putting a little blob on this little, I call it a post-it palette. It comes in like a post-it pad. It's from Rachel Wilder's. She's got some really good stuff for nail art. Yeah, but I'm using that, and I put some of the gel polish on it so that I could use my detailer brush around my cuticle area just to like neaten it up. And then I'm going to go in with the second coat. I always do my thumb before I do my other nails, because the thumbs just get in the way. Do we really need thumbs? Yes, we do. Okay, fine. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give my other nails 2 coats of this gel polish colour, which I absolutely love. So when I do my own nails, sometimes I do one nail at a time. It just seems to take me forever, but I don't know, I get there in the end. Anyway, they will need a 30-second cure in your LED lamp. So that is them with the 2 coats on. I am going to use Madam Glam's white gel paint. We're gonna add a smile line to a couple of the nails. Again, look, I'm trying to show you, it's so difficult to keep the nail in under the camera, because yeah, I struggle so much. So I hope you can see all right. It's not going to be a deep smile line. It's just going to be just a kind of average French nail. I don't know. I'm tired and I want to stop. So bear with me, please. Please bear with me. So once I've done my smile line, because I'm using gel paint, this will need a 60-second cure in an LED lamp. I will also do a smile line on my thumb as well, but I'm not going to do it on all of the nails, just on 2 of the nails. I was getting a bit fussy about it. I was like, oh, does that look alright? But can you see what I mean about I feel like my nails look really wide. Especially my thumb. Look at my thumb in a minute. This, look, it's massive. It's a bit like my forehead. This is the Little Pink's Perfect Matte Top Coat. I'm going to matte top coat the nails. Sorry. I know some of you don't like the matte top coat, but I just thought just matte them and have done with them. I'm going to go over all the others as well. Sometimes, as I said before, I do usually do, I don't know why, but I like to do one at a time. But it takes me so much longer. This is probably why it takes me so much longer to do my own nails. It's because I do one at a time. Just get them all done at once, Nats. So I was just making sure that the whole nail was covered because I don't want any like shiny spots. And then that's them done. But I decided just to add some crystals. So these are Preciosa, I think they're apricot. Preciosa apricot. They're round flatbacks and they are non-hot fix. So all the crystals that you would use on nails would be the non-hot fix ones. Hot fix crystals are used for like adhering to fabrics and stuff. So you obviously won't need those. I've used the Crystal Fix to add, I've added a little bit of Crystal Fix around the cuticle line of the nail. And I'm just going to do a crystal cuff using the Preciosa apricot crystals. They're available from Crystal Parade, and so is the Crystal Fix and the Crystal Katana there. And you can save 10% using my code NATMUG10. I did decide just to add some rose gold caviar beads in between all the crystals, because I had quite a lot of excess gem glue left over. So I was like, I know. Anyway, pop those in the lamp for 60 seconds. That is the set done. I know it's quite plain, but I don't like extravagant nails on my own hands. To finish off, I'm going to use the Pear Drop Cuticle Oil from SBD London. I like this one because it's got a brush on it. I don't mind the ones with the little droppers, but sometimes I don't like to overdo it with the cuticle oil, if you know what I mean. I like to not go over the nail, but just the skin. Do you know what I mean, Ari? So that is that. So make sure you add your cuticle oil because that is going to keep your hands looking youthful. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, that is them done, finally. Now I can take them off. Right, the links to everything, well, not everything, but most of the things, the Melodysusie things, I'll link them below and add my discount code down there as well. So if you want to treat yourself, go ahead. But God bless, love you all, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, also, if you did like this video, please leave me a like and don't forget to subscribe because I'd love to see you back here. So yeah, thanks everyone. See you next time. Love you, bye. Love you, bye. Love you, bye. A bit more of my hands. A bit more hands. Claw hands. Big thumb. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm really going to go this time. Okay, love you, bye. Love you, bye.